Hi, I am the Box Office Wizard bringing you weekend box office predictions and movie review. For today's show, I'm going to give you an update on Beat the Expert to let you know where I'm at compared to the other experts. Also give you my predictions for this coming weekend's box office. So for the week, I actually came in second at 85.5%. Box Office Mojo finished in first at 86.1%. Finishing in third was Box Office Pro at 82.3%, and finishing in last was Box Office Profits at 76.3%. So overall I had a pretty good week. Nothing was really out of the norm for me. I pretty much was pretty close on a lot of them. So I thought I was going to have a good week until Box Office Mojo just edged me out. So, but overall though, Box Office Pro maintains his lead at 81.8%. I'm in second at 81.2%. Box Office Mojo's right behind me at 81.1%, and Box Office Profits at 79.1%. So it's still pretty much a three-way race. Plenty of months to go here. I obviously hold the crown right now, and I plan on retaining that. So I got just a little bit of work to do here. Overall, though, I'm in great shape right now. This weekend, there's a couple new movies coming out. We got Snatched. We also got King Arthur. So I'll talk about those in a moment. But we'll go with number 10, I'm going to go with Gifted. This movie's now at about 20 million here in the U.S. It's I don't think it's played overseas at all, and I'm not sure if it's going to. If it does, it's not going to pick up a whole lot more. So I'm going to go with 1.4 million for this coming weekend. Coming in ninth, I'm going to put The Circle. This movie's only made 17 million here in the U.S. Kind of good news for it is it only has an $18 million budget, but it still has some ways to make for advertising, print, and all that good stuff. So. There's no overseas numbers yet either on this movie, so I would think that it would, just based on Tom Hanks and Emma Watson. I think they would be able to get enough revenue, unless they just decide to just eat the cost and not have it perform the way it has here in the U.S. But then again, so many movies do the direct opposite of what they do here when they do play overseas. So. I'm going to try to do a little bit more research and see if there are going to be some release dates, but right now there is no information on overseas numbers. So either way though, I'm going to go with 1.8 million for this coming weekend. Finishing in eighth is a new movie, The Wall, and it's playing in a little over 500, or it's almost 550 theaters. It's kind of going to be interesting how this movie does. It could do very well, it could do very bad. I'm going to put it up on the positive side, so I'm going to put it at 2.2 million, and I'm just going to have to wait and see how it does play out. Coming in seventh this weekend will be How to Be a Latin Lover. This movie has just performed very well the first weekend. Dropped big time last weekend with 58% drop. I think I'm going to go just a little bit lighter on the drop this weekend. I'm going to go 40%. And I'm going to put it at 3.1 million to add to the 22 million that it's already made. Coming in sixth will be Beauty and the Beast. Continue to have a great run. It's now at 1.18 billion worldwide. Just unbelievable to continue to hear those numbers. It will eventually cross 5 million here, or 500 million here in the U.S. It's going to take a couple weeks. It needs about 11 million more at this point, so it's going to add to that though. I'm going to put it at 3.6 million, which should put it right around 494 million. Coming in fifth this weekend will be Baby Boss. It's now at 439 million worldwide. Going to have another good weekend at 3.65 million. Coming in fourth will be The Fate of the Furious. It's now at 1.17 billion worldwide. I'm going to put it at about a 50% drop. I'm going to put it at 4.3 million for this coming weekend. One of our other new movies, as I mentioned earlier, was Snatched. In case you don't know, Goldie Hawn, Amy Schumacher. They're calling this the Mother's Day movie for this weekend. Kind of surprised with that because it's more of a raunchy comedy than it is kind of your lovey-dovey feel-good stuff. So reviews on it have been basically terrible. However, though, you got the big following for Amy, and for obviously Goldie Hawn as well. And I do think that this movie will have enough of a following this weekend to show decent numbers. I don't think it's going to beat King Arthur though. I'm going to put it at 17.8 million for this coming weekend. I've heard estimates anywhere from 12 million. I've heard as high as 25. So I didn't necessarily go in the middle, but that's just kind of where I don't think it's going to hit the 20 million plateau, but it very well could. So just based on the performances of Amy Schumacher's last movie. So coming in second, I'm going to go with King Arthur. Obviously, it's debuting this weekend. I really had high hopes for this movie. Initial trailers that I saw when I first heard about it and everything looked in the positive side. However, though, since the movie's been completed, the reviews on it have been terrible. However, though, fan base seems to be responding positive to it so far, so kind of have to wait and see what the final numbers are for how we as individuals that do see the movie, how they rate it. So IMDb, I think, had it at like 7.2 right now. However, though, Rotten Tomatoes had it only 24%, so kind of, everything's all over the board. It's just with a $175 million budget, obviously this movie's going to have to perform very well overseas. I don't think it's going to do very well here overall, where you would think it would open up easily with 35-40 million. I'm going to put it at 22.9 million. I think the estimates are roughly 20-25 million. And it might actually be a struggle for that movie to reach that. So, and number one, no surprise, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It crossed over 500 million worldwide. I think it was on Wednesday. And it's just going to add big time to that number once again this weekend. My prediction for its second weekend, number one, 70.1 million. Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And a special shout out to my own mom. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you get to watch this before Sunday. So, hope you enjoy your day. And obviously, we'll be talking later. So, that's it for the show. Get your predictions in. Put those in the comments below. And I'll be back on next Friday giving you predictions you can count on. They're better than the weatherman. Take care.